Helps if I turn the sound on. Can you hear me? Hey. So yeah, doing a walk and talk. I got home not too long ago, but yeah. It's as some of you may know, I live up here in Sitka, Alaska. It's a wonderful little town. And a shithole at the same time. You know, if you can maximize those two sensations, that's what it's like to live in Sitka. It's a wonderful place. A lot of the people are absolute assholes. But that's life. You do what you can, you do your best. Probably doing that horrible thing of being a vlogger and, you know, doing the talking and filming in public thing. But I have a feeling that's better than what I ran into earlier today. So, let's get that up in here. So yeah, I had a gentleman who is like a third friend of a friend, like a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. Like, hey, I hear you're looking for work. Could you come by and talk to me about doing some work for me? And I'm like, yeah, job, yeah, some work. I'd like to talk to you about that. He's like, great, come meet me at this place at this time, and we can talk details. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll come. I'll be there. And so I go and I'm talking to the guy, and it's sounding like hey, it might not be horrible. And then I find out how much I'm going to get paid, because I've learned to ask that question before agreeing to fucking anything. It's like, how much is it going to pay? And he gives me a number that I'm just like, no, not happening. I'm not doing that for that. And he's like, I thought you were looking for work. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm looking for work, but for that's less than minimum wage. I'm not doing that. It's like, oh, it's commission work. I didn't mean to phrase it like hours. You just get paid a flat thing. And I'm like, well, then you need to lead with that. But yeah, that still doesn't sound like a good deal. Are you sure you can afford to hire me? And he's like, well, I need to do this and that and other thing. And he's talking about how much he can't afford to spend money on hiring someone. And it's just like, you don't sound like you have enough money to pay me to do the job, much less to make doing the job worth my time. And he's like, well, you've already agreed to do it, haven't you? I mean, you're here. I'm like, no, I haven't agreed to shit. I agreed to come talk to you about it. I did not agree to work for you. Well, I really need you to do it. So if we can find a way to get you to do it. We're like, what, you mean tonight? Tonight, like starting now. Is that why we're meeting here? Yeah, I need you to start work for me right now. And I'm like, no, never, not gonna happen. You're not gonna drag me into working for you this instant at a shit pay rate with no warning. Like, oh, I need you to work this right now for shit pay because I asked. Oh, and I might not even be able to pay you afterward. Like, the fuck? It's like, dude, you might not even be able to afford to pay me. You really don't know what the fuck you're doing, and you're trying to get me to work for you right now. I have plans. I got shit going on. I agreed to come talk to you about the job. You need someone to work right now. Yeah, it's all kinds of messed up. It made me go, the fuck? So yeah, I got home not too long ago, and it's just like, this is some bullshit. This is some, like, what the hell? Like, I feel sorry for the guy. Really, I do. I'm gonna pull a cheeky bastard and cross the road here. But it definitely made me go, I almost felt sorry for him, but I also went, like, there's no way he can be expecting somebody to actually accept that offer. Because less than minimum wage for what he was wanting people to do was just what? Why would you ever expect anyone to be okay with that? He got very upset about it. Like, well, you came down here and met me. It means you agreed to the job, right? I was like, no, I did not agree to the job. I said I'd come talk to you about it. He got very upset about that. It was just like, oh, I thought that meant you agreed to the job. I was like, no, I haven't agreed to anything. I said I'd come talk to you about it. He was very upset that I wouldn't just lay down whatever I was doing and come work for him for shit pay. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what people were thinking, referring me to him, or just like, oh, he's desperate for work, he'll do anything for money. Because no. Yeah, it was bad. But I figured on a daily dose of bad, I would flip the script and go, this is fucking Alaska. This is where I live. You see all of that empty space, all of that wonderful, beautiful terrain. Yeah. And stuff like this that helps me go, people deserve to have some self-respect. People deserve the ability to tell a shit employer, nah, fuck you. I ain't doing it. I am in a lucky position where I am currently subsisting mostly off of my wife's good job. I'm a stay-at-home dad for the most part, and I'm okay with that for now. There's somebody's private jet coming in for landing at Sitka Airport. In the distance there, you might be able to just make it out. Nice, slow, long slide in. This is the same bay we were looking at yesterday, where somebody was in a lot of trouble at the other end of this bay, and there was a Coast Guard chopper flying real low. It's beautiful terrain, but it will fucking kill you if you are not tip-top careful. I've had a lot of sketchy experiences with employers and jobs here in Sitka. Mainly because Sitka's about 40 years behind the technological curve, and a lot of employers and job owners here think they can get away with murder, and no one would notice, and no one would care. And a lot of them do. There's a reason I've referred to one of the local establishments here that sells groceries. Colloquially, I just cannot say that word. The local term is, the company is C-Mart. But a lot of people, including me, tend to popularly refer to it as Slave Mart. Because they treat you like crap, and it just sucks. And here, no, that's... sorry. Because, yeah, they that and the local McDonald's, which, as of recent news, is actually going to go out of business. Yay! Shitty company goes down the drain. But, yeah. You love to see, yeah, sorry. Trying to figure out how to get a good picture without putting chat in the way of what I'm seeing. So this looks like the best way to do it. Because if I do it wide profile, it smears the chat over the whole picture. And I'm like, you can't see shit. Yeah, I'm taking the small wins where I get them. I'm taking the little victory of, I'm doing okay. Yes, I am looking for work because there's chances and opportunities coming up in the near future that I'm like, I could use some more money to provide for family things. I've got a trip coming up soon, which that work would have also interfered with. I did not stick around long enough to talk about scheduling for the future. I dread to think what he would have done had I told him, great, but, in a couple of days I'm leaving for like a week. So you'll have to deal without me. Yeah, the small victories are important. You got to take them where you can get them. For anyone interested in Space Engineers things, there is a Space Engineers server available and running that is on the beta branch of Space Engineers. It's a time-limited thing. Who knows how long we'll have access to this SE beta, but it is up. It is running. I have a dedicated server running it right now. The details are in the Armco Discord. They're in my Discord. They're in the Big Ol' Bear Discord. They're available in places. There is a special prize waiting for the person who finds the scrap jumper. That's right. I took Wasted's puddle jumper and made a scrap heap version of it. Now, somewhere in that world, there is the scrap jumper. It is the prize of whoever finds it first. Oh yeah, if you've got the time, jump on and join us. It's definitely a hell of a thing. The AI beta is... It's good for a couple of things. Some things are okay with it, like the task recording. You can get stuff to work in interesting ways, but it's up and it's working. It's so far it's compatible with all the mods I've thrown at it, including AI enabled, the MES systems, all that stuff. It's working pretty good. So far, anyway. We'll see. I did have to yell at it for a little bit the other day to get things to work properly, but, hey. Space Engineers. If it worked properly all the time, it wouldn't be Space Engineers. No. I completely forgot about that. For a couple of weeks there, we had a bunch of gangbangers come up here and start catting territory. That did not work like they thought it would. They got shipped out pronto. Because it's a smallish town. Like, it's a small city. It's a small town that thinks it's a city, really. Sitka is. And so, when people tried to come up here and start trying to do, like, claim gang territory, yeah, that did not go well. They ended up in jail real fast. Yeah. Just a little bit of a walk and talk here in Alaska. See, I don't know why... Back on the topic at hand of that employer that wanted me to drop everything and come work for them. It's just, I cannot fathom what was going through his head, thinking that I would just drop everything and come work for him right now. So, I have D&D with my friends and family in just under an hour or so. So, I'm going to go prepare for D&D. If people hop on the Space Engineers server, go right ahead, enjoy it, have fun. See if you can find the scrap hunter. I wish you all the best of luck in the internet land. I figured taking this walk was a good continuation of let's try and get out more and at least do something good, something fun, something positive. I plan to. Good luck, Torch. See you around, man. And goodbye, internet. I'll catch you soon. I do plan on trying to do stuff later tonight after D&D, so we'll see if I go live again or not, or if I end up just watching Wasted. Bye.